Okay, people, so in case you didn't know, there's a new Naruto-based manga incoming, a spin-off series regarding Sasuke Uchiha, and I am gonna lie, I'm massively excited about it. I believe it drops the 23rd. I'll have the exact date here on the screen for you, but nevertheless, we got a new Sasuke series incoming alongside another series as well, an adaptation of a Konoha manga, but I believe some of those content was already used in the Boruto anime. However, the Sasuke manga is straight up, it's never been in the Boruto anime, never been in the Boruto manga, and it's based off Sasuke Retsuden. Now, we talked about Sasuke Retsuden's novel many years ago. Of course, a lot of people never got a chance to read it. In fact, it doesn't get localized over here in the West until November, and yeah, it's never been shown anywhere else. So this is going to be the first time that we're going to have a manga or any sort of adaptation of this content, and I am going to lie, I'm massively excited for it. From what I understand, from what I've heard, this is going to be about, it sounds like it's going to be mighty fine. To give you a brief synopsis of what this is going to be about, again, Sasuke Retsuden is a manga coming out October 23rd about Sasuke going undercover at a prison on a mission to find a cure for Naruto's terminal illness. Sakura joins him undercover and they both fight together to save Naruto's life. It's going to be really good. And to be honest, when I first heard about this, I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, okay, who is going to be doing the art? And I believe the artist drawing it is someone named Shingo Kimura. Now, I took a look at some of his previous art that he's done, one-shots and whatnot, and it seemed like the dude's art was legit. But here we have a first look at what this Sasuke Retsuden manga is going to be. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say maybe a couple of controversial things here because, well, for starters, leading up until this official manga preview of it, we've had a couple of pieces of art basically promoting Sasuke Retsuden, and again, I believe all this art was done by Shingo Kimura. For starters, this piece of Sasuke, and he has like a sword in his hands, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually looked pretty good, and it looks very close to Masashi Kishimoto's art, so that was one that I was like, okay, this actually looks really dope. Then we got another one that looks even better than that one. Again, Sasuke with a sword, and it just looks really fire. And then lastly, we had this piece of Sasuke with Sakura next to him, and I was like, wow, this is looking very similar to a certain degree of Masashi Kishimoto's art that he's done in the past on like the Sarada Gaiden stuff and whatnot of adult Sasuke. But now we actually have a full-on manga preview here of what it's going to look like in the actual manga, and it's an image of Sasuke and Sakura, and I gotta say hands down that this right here looks a lot closer to Masashi Kishimoto's art than even Ikamoto's. Now, granted, when Mikio Ikamoto initially started Boruto, the first 9 or so chapters didn't look close to what basically Masashi Kishimoto's art was. I remember a lot of us were saying, yo, dog, what is Sasuke doing looking like Professor Snape? Like, it was vastly different from, again, Kishimoto's art style. Over time, gradually, he kind of got to a better place where it looks pretty dope, but hands down, I gotta say that this dude right here, Shingo Kimura's art, looks way closer to Masashi Kishimoto's art style. Like, I'm gonna just say it right here. If in the time skip they decide, you know what, Mikio Ikamoto and his team, from my understanding, they barely make it on time with a lot of these chapters or whatnot. If they decide that, hey, we're gonna let Mikio Ikamoto like move on to a different project and do other things, we're gonna get somebody else on board, bring this dude Shingo Kimura, because this art right here, hands down, like that looks like Kishimoto's art, and I can only imagine what some of these double spreads and the paneling is going to be for the Sasuke manga, because of all the stuff that's coming out in 2022, there's a lot of grandiose things to look forward to and whatnot. This Sasuke manga is seemingly going to be all that and a bag of chips and a free soda. Okay, that's like such an old terminology, but it looks like it's going to be straight flames and fuego. And then with this art style, I'm like, dog, why didn't they bring this dude on to begin with to do Boruto from Jump? Now, I get it. Mikio Ikamoto was with Masashi Kishimoto from Jump. I believe like chapter 6 or 7. He had even like a little art of all of his assistants and whatnot. And Ikamoto was there. So Ikamoto's been a longtime friend of Masashi Kishimoto. And again, by no means am I trying to crap on Mikio Ikamoto. I want to make that very clear. Even though people are going to take it any which way they feel like taking it, I am not saying that Mikio Ikamoto's art is bad. There is plenty of shots in Boruto that look great, and yeah, he does his thing. But in terms of if we're trying to make it look like Kishimoto's art, this dude Shingo Kimura Shingo, looks damn near spot on. Like, this looks like the Sarada Gaiden Sasuke that I knew. And then the Sakura art on the side, while granted we don't get a full-on pic of what she looks like, if this is any indication of what the Sasuke manga is going to be like, because again, the content sounds fire. From people that have told me they read like fan translations of the novel itself, the content is awesome. And then on top of that, this is going to be bi-weekly, and from all the content of the novel, this should be probably anywhere from 2 to 3 volumes if they're really adapting it properly and whatnot. This is going to be absolutely flames, and again, make me question of like, dog, should we, you know what I'm saying, circle back or whatever on what we're going to do moving forward art-wise for the Boruto manga, because this Sasuke manga, yeah, it's going to be awesome or whatnot, but it's not technically, you know, what's happening in the main series or whatnot, because for the most part, I think a lot of people that they look at canonical of what's happening, it's pretty much Boruto manga is like the closest thing to canonical Naruto and everything continuing. The Boruto anime just had so much anime original stuff that it's hard to really be like, hey, everything is straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of people, they look at Boruto manga, and again, I gotta say, dog, if this is what this dude is capable of, please, when we get to the time skip, if Ikemoto doesn't want to do this anymore, or if the powers that be are like, yo, he's struggling to get these chapters out every month. From my understanding, again, it'd be a hustle just to make the deadlines. Bring this dude on board. You could even have maybe Ikemoto do like some of the outlines or something like that. But definitely, I want this dude for the time skip and on, or whatever they decide to do moving forward. Because that's another thing about this Sasuke Retsuden manga and the Konoha manga. We should really support this thing, because if we showcase that, hey, this is what we want bi-weekly at the very least releases, we want art that looks like Kishimoto's art, we want characters that we, you know, grew up with and that we really love and cherish to be very pivotal to the plot, they might reconsider things moving forward. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, you know, cancel Boruto, because again, got to be very careful nowadays here on the YouTubes of how you mention things and whatnot. Like, I'm not saying, yo, trash Boruto altogether, but if we show, dog, we want stories of adult Naruto, adult Sasuke, adult Sakura, they might bring us more. We might get a full-on spin-off serialization at the same time running simultaneously with Boruto if we showcase, hey, this is what we want. This is the thing. And if this art is any indication of what we're in store for the Sasuke Retsuden manga adaptation, we eatin', boys. 2 spin-off mangas and Boruto manga still going. It's like, dog, I'm here for it. Let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about this art? Do you think that they should, at some given point, whether it be during the time skip or even in the closer future than that, replace Ikemoto or have this dude working simultaneously with Ikemoto? Because I gotta stress, that looks like Kishimoto's art, and depending on how the paneling and all that stuff comes out, this could probably be the art that Boruto should have had from chapter 1. And again, we got to see how the paneling looks and everything, but I am very excited, and let me know what you guys think. You excited for this? Again, Sasuke Retsuden, October 23rd. Yeah, this is going to be something to remember. Every 2 weeks, a new Sasuke Retsuden chapter.